The Democratic Party's takeover of Congress and the White House in the 2020 elections will have major repercussions for policymaking at the federal level in 2021. One piece of damaging legislation that could become law this year is the so-called Equality Act. The Equality Act would make sexual orientation and gender identity protected categories under federal civil rights law. Under this misguided bill, so-called discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity would be unlawful in areas of employment, housing, education, and public places. The Equality Act also states that an individual shall not be denied access to a shared facility, including a restroom, a locker room, and a dressing room, that is in accordance with the individual's gender identity. The proposed bill would cause a wide range of problems, including endangering women and girls by giving biological males access to homeless shelters for women and to women's locker rooms and restrooms, punishing public employees who decline to address transgendered persons by their preferred pronouns. It would force employers to allow transgendered behavior in the workplace, and it would punish Christian-owned businesses that decline to provide services for same-sex ceremonies. In addition, concerns have been raised about whether the Equality Act would require boys that identify as transgender to be allowed to compete against girls in interscholastic sports. Well, the House of Representatives passed the Equality Act on May 17, 2019, by a vote of 236 to 173. Unfortunately, 23 members of New York's congressional delegation, including Republican Representatives John Katko in the 24th District, Tom Reed in the 23rd, and Elise Stefanik in the 21st, voted for the bill, while only 3 House members from New York voted against it. And of those 3, only Republican Lee Zeldin in the 1st Congressional District is still in office. Furthermore, Senators Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand support the measure, as does President Joe Biden, who has declared transgender equality to be the civil rights issue of our time. Clearly, New York conservatives have our work cut out for us as we work to block this destructive bill from ever becoming law.